You are watching Empress Marvel. It's quite a long time I posted a video. I miss you all, and I know you all gonna miss me. Today, are you a Christian? Be an outstanding Christian. Don't just be a Christian because everybody belongs to a religion. Christianity is not a religion. People are making it look like you are obliged to be a Christian. Look, you are not a Christian unless you look like Christ. The disciples were called Christian in Acts chapter 11, verse 26. That was the first time they were called Christians. They were doing the work of God, but they were not called Christians until that day. What made them to be called Christian was their attitude. They didn't call themselves Christians, but people called them Christians because of what they were doing, because of their actions. You call yourself Christian, you're always going to church. Please, sorry to say, you are wasting your time. If you're still living in that sin, you're still in that old person, you call yourself a Christian, you are not. A Christian is one who looks like God. Be an outstanding Christian. Look, many people don't want to be called Christian because of us, not because of us, because of some people's attitude. I sometimes look at the church and I be like, oh my God, have mercy upon us because many are going to be disappointed. Look, all the fastings, all the tithes, all the prayers are someday going to be wasted. If you call yourself a Christian, you don't look like Christ. You don't live a life that looks like Christ. You are not a Christian. Don't call yourself Christians to look like a boundary for people not to come to God. People are not coming to God because they are scared to be called Christian because of the life of some Christians. Hey, if you want to be called Christian, look a godly life. If you want to be called Christian, live like Christ. Let God be seen in you. You're created in the image of Christ. You were created in the image of God. Yeah, you can be titled Christian, but I wanna correct you that if you want to be called Christian, or if you say you are Christian, then look around yourself. If you look like God, if you're trying your best to look like God, look, I don't want you to disappoint yourself. Wearing new clothes to church, singing at the church, leading choirs, teaching children, and all those sweats are one day gonna be wasted. If you're still doing all this, then your life is not for God. God loves you, and He says, I should tell you that if you want to be a Christian, be an outstanding Christian. Mean what you mean by being a Christian, not just because of going to church, not just because you need a title, but because you look like God, and because you're a disciple, and because you want to be fruitful to God. Look, I was reading a portion of the Bible and I was surprised when I read it and read it again. When the soldiers came to arrest Jesus, you know what? They suffered before they were able to recognize that this is Jesus because he looked the same like the disciples. The disciples were living life that looks like Christ. So that is why they needed Judas to betray Jesus. That is why they needed Judas to tell them who exactly Jesus is. Because they couldn't rectify whether it is John, whether it is Peter or who. So please, I beseech you, if you're going to church every day and if you're calling yourself a Christian, don't let it go wasted. Don't disappoint yourself. Start living a Christ-like life. And that people will call you Christian, not you calling yourself Christian. God bless you. See you on my next video. Please try to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Empress Marble. On Instagram, it is Empress Marble. On Facebook too, it is Empress Marble. Bless you all.